Wiser with wine. Wiser with wine. Keeping it real, one pour at a time. This is Wiser with Wine.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Lucy.
Hello.
How are
We're extra
ya?
chipper this morning.
Yes, we are.
This evening, I should say.
So today's topics in our podcast is fashion and TV shows that we grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to go a trip down memory lane. We're going to talk about those memories we have in our childhood and our teenage years where I know in my life TV was absolutely everything. So we'll be talking about that. But before we do that, we're going to think about the wine of the week. All right. So if you can picture this.
She's about to have an orgasm. That's
No,
what it
I'm
just
not.
got. It was
I'm
like-
just thinking. How do I explain?
Sorry.
I don't. See,
Interject there.
I'm everybody out there. I'm on my way to a European trip in about 6 weeks, and I thought I've got this really quite expensive hotel to book in Madrid, if I can say. I won't say the hotel, and it's like 2:00 on a Sunday afternoon, and the Dockers were winning, and I was in a great mood, and I thought I'll just give this place a call. You know, Spain, to see about the reservation because because of the cost of the hotel, and I do this with hotels, is I like to call directly. I don't like going through booking.com and I don't like going through
With
those.
every trip.
No, with expensive hotels, I call
Okay.
because I think maybe I can get a better rate or I might get an upgrade. That's how I actually
You're bartering.
That's how I actually think about it. I thought if they can hear that I'm from Australia and they can hear the way I talk, maybe they'll put me up into a thing. And lucky I did call.
logic.
No,
Go on.
But lucky I did call because I didn't know that particular hotel was a Marriott Bonvoy hotel member, which I am.
Oh, yes.
And because of that, I actually did get an upgrade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's just a bit of I think in the age of booking online and doing everything online, a little bit of conversation between a person and a person really does go a long way.
I was going to say to you, do you know when you get those, cards that you pay with, do you ever go into it and see if they've got concierge? I never use any of that. That is actually a smart thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
I just book and go, yeah, we're
No,
good. I've
you
done
go
it.
in and ask because I think because we're so busy and we want to get the trip organised and we've got no more time anymore these days.
And it's so easy.
And it's so easy. We actually so I rang Spain and I had a full conversation. And guess what was so nice? There
Do
was
they have a sexy accent?
Oh, of course they did.
Oh, my God.
Better
I'm
than
creaming.
not like Nadal. Better than Nadal.
He's not even that hot. Anyway, go on.
No, we've had this conversation.
Go.
But the whole conversation, the gentleman on the phone actually listened to everything I was saying. There was no repeat of a credit card number. Oh, how you ring locally or even Australia-wide and, what was that again? Can you say that again? There was it was so smooth, the whole reservation process. And I only said my name once and he used my name through the whole conversation. I mean, pure Spanish class is what I'm going to say. And that's sort of like a comparison to telephone conversations I have in, Australia. Because that level of service and that level of anticipation in a phone call was absolutely brilliant.
Well, you are going to a hotel that you're paying a bit more. That is
Well, you
pricey,
s-
so you
no.
would expect that service. So continue.
You sound like my husband. He goes, well, for the amount of money we're paying per
I know,
night,
it's like a surprise.
be a
Oh my
good
God,
conversation.
They remember my name. It's like,
No,
God.
but I just got excited because, that was the last place I had to book out of a 22-day trip.
And
we-
as
yep.
excited I am for you, she sent in our family group chat the itinerary, and I literally got to Sunday, and then it was the date, and I was like, I don't give a shit. I hate you. And me and the hubby were like, fuck her. That was literally, and then I think he messaged, I was like, I don't care. I think I wrote, I'm jealous, I don't care.
yeah.
And that was it. I actually didn't look at it. I was
I
like,
know.
do not want to know.
The only reason I'm putting it up there in case I go missing in action, that's where I want you to know where I am.
No, I am. It's in a happy place, and
Yes.
I'm excited for you. But you know when it's not you, because
You did just go to Europe, though, recently.
And you
but
did
it's only 3 weeks. Whoop-de-doo. I'm just saying, I'm not there now. Can I just say this? I have a whole group of friends that are overseas, and on the weekend, I all got these, all on this particular Sunday morning, got all photos of everyone at the beach or drinking at the beach.
Oh, yeah.
So I sent where I was, rugged up, freezing cold, with an umbrella. Actually, the umbrella went inside out, undercover, mind you, because of the wind, watching soccer and watching my kid and husband get drenched in the rain. And I thought, I'm enjoying my water activities too. So yeah, I'm really bitter.
Hashtag from where you rather be.
Yeah, well there you go.
That's a good
So
one.
I'm excited,
That's
but I
a
don't
really
care.
good. That's a good. Yeah,
I
like
saw
that.
a meme that was like the top 10 hashtags at the moment.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's the story of my life right
Yes,
now.
yep.
Hashtag.
Well, anyway, that was my wine of the week, and it wasn't really a wine. It's a compliments to the Spanish hotel where I'm going. So,
So jealous.
so let's delve in.
Okay. Go.
So let's delve into today's topic, which I have to ask. I'll ask Lucy first. Do you have a favourite TV show from growing up?
You just in general, like
Yeah,
or
like-
decades. Okay, I don't know if you remember this. Recovery. Is it Dylan Lewis?
No, what's that
It
show?
was a Saturday 9 to 12. It was just like music. There was skits.
Oh, like Rage?
It followed, I think, after Rage. Did Rage finish at 9? It followed after. He's like a grunge. Like he was.
Yeah,
it was just
when,
so cool.
When Rage finishes,
It was just really
was
cool.
a time I went to sleep on a Friday night, so it would be 9 o'clock in the
you
morning.
know, because I used to come home.
I was going to
and
say, I
watch that.
remember it being 6 a.m. to 9
No,
a.m.
Recovery and Eat Carpet was my other favourite.
Oh.
Eat Carpet was at 11 p.m. at night, and it had just skits, like just really out there skits of, and you know, it'd be sometimes sexualized. You know, when you're a little kid watching this, going, "Oh, it's exciting." You know, we'd be at someone's house and watching it, secretly watching it. I think it was on SBS. That was one of the good ones. And what was the other one? Will and Grace.
Oh, I like
I just
Will and
love
Grace.
Jack.
Just Jack.
Or
Just Jack.
what is it? Back from 45 minutes of butt aerobics. I give you my ass.
Yeah. And I like the friend. That,
Oh my God, Karen, I
Yeah,
love you. You're
she's-
as gay as you're as gay as a clutch purse on Tony night.
Yeah.
My favourite.
Oh,
Okay,
I, love her.
I do like Will and Grace. That was
Yes.
great. That was
That
a great
was
show.
Definitely my top
Great.
3.
Yeah. That was a great one.
What about yours?
Oh, mine was Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh God.
Because I was 10 when it was launched and it was all about high school.
Hang on, is that
and-
the series, yeah?
Yeah, the TV series. So I was 10 when it came out, 1997. And I think it ran for 7 or 8 years, 7 seasons. So let's just say 7 years. So it took me through my whole like high school childhood. And, you know, it was funny and hilarious and it had like her nerdy friends. And she was like this strong, empowered woman who like, or girl, who like kicked butt by night, but was like teenager by day.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, that's so me. I even took Taekwondo lessons
Oh my God.
in the hopes that I would become Buffy. And I remember I entered a competition once. You know how there was like little kids mags and you had to like do a competition and you had to take a photo and you had to send it in.
I love you, Alex.
So mine was like, had to be Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So, and we lived near a very, very big cemetery in Sydney.
Oh,
So
wow.
I went with my dad and my dad took photos of me in the cemetery pretending to be Buffy.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
And sent it in the hopes of being put in the magazine. I can't remember if I was or not, but yeah, that was so funny. It was so much so that I even named my cat Buffy, which is a great name for a
You're
pet.
dedicated.
Yeah, it
Very
was the best show
dedicated.
ever. It was so funny. I loved it.
That'd
Yeah,
be your best favourite.
favorite show, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Ren?
Oh, this is hard for me because I lived in Karratha till the age of 12. So my range of TV shows was quite limited because there was only one country, GWN, one country channel.
Oh my gosh.
So
Do you remember? No? Okay.
yeah, so I used to watch a lot of ABC stuff, and I have to say, I don't know if you remember,
Quite limited.
quite limited. Doctor Who
Oh, yes.
at 6 o'clock.
Oh my God, that's still going.
I used to love that sci-fi show, and Astro Boy was the other one. And I'm a bit older than you.
Astro Boy was the it show.
Yeah, Astro. So they're the two ones that I really
Sorry.
liked.
The song's going in my head.
So I had limited channel TV watching, actually, generally speaking, up there. And then, yeah, when I came to Perth.
But you would
it
have
was-
had Sesame Street.
Oh, I had all that.
Did
Yeah.
you have Agro's Cartoon Connection?
That's at 4 o'clock every day.
the afternoon,
Yes, I
yeah.
remember
Can I ask you a
Agro.
question?
Yep.
Was
Oh,
Agro
Mr.
just
Squiggle.
stoned? Is that why he was so like angry because he couldn't get food or whatever?
Yeah.
Like it just there was always like I loved him.
I do remember it though.
Yeah.
Was that on
Mr. Squiggle, ABC.
Oh, it was on ABC.
Oh,
Cartoon-
Mr. Squiggle,
Agro's-
yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Squiggle
With
was
big
great.
nose.
Squiggle, yeah, I remember that.
He'd be
So-
really good for something else.
Yeah. And I suppose
Sorry.
so maybe we should delve into
Yeah, let's go.
And just we've got a whole list of TV shows here that we can talk about, and we've looked at them and think, okay, what did that TV show do in social measures? Is it something how does it classify? And so I do feel like TV probably, yes, definitely, TV has more of a influence in lives, let's say 25 years ago or 15 years ago, because that was the only real means of entertainment, because now we've got we've got internet, we've got
Every
Instagram, we've got
form.
Facebook. So anything that was done on television that,
And it was really select and refined.
Yes,
And when I
yeah.
say that is because you only had a few like prime time slots.
yeah.
So it was whatever shows on at 7:30 at night was like the biggest
And
bee's
usually
knees, or
every
8:30 even.
solution, it resolved itself in that half an hour slot, 45.
Yeah,
Yes,
because then you had to wait a whole week to
Yeah.
see the next one.
Yeah.
And then you had to use a VHS to record.
God.
So for those of you
Oh,
young
my
people, it's a
goodness,
physical
VHS.
tape like this that the machine imprints the vision onto, and then you had to rewind it.
Do you know what I loved about that? When it stopped, or
Take it out, you blow on it.
or when you looked at it, you were like, I clearly watched that particular scene too often
Yeah.
because it was like so, and then you were really careful when you got the pen or whatever. I used to just do this, just swing it when it used to come out and get caught. Or you'd have to go and open the actual VCR with the screws, unscrew everything, and then slowly and like an operation, take everything out.
And then when you had to make the decision, do I over tape tape over something
Or you just taped over it and found out it was like
by accident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
baptism or a wedding. Oh my God, that was the worst one.
Yeah.
Well, that brings me back
That was
to
for football.
Don't-
Film football, and I just grabbed anything and didn't look and went, oh, shit.
Classic football game.
then blamed
And
it
then
on
that
my
was
brother.
it.
I'll talk about that VHS moment when we talk about our little TV program later on. So, okay. So Breaking Bad. Who knows about Breaking Bad?
I saw a bit of it. I think I
Yeah.
was too young for all of it.
Yeah.
But that was quite popular because it was just a dad that was a school teacher and then he needed to make a little bit extra money. And because
It's
he
like
was a
all of
science
us.
teacher, he just turned, I think
Anyone
everyone
else?
felt like, oh, maybe I could do that. And then
Just
it
get quick
kind of
cash.
felt into it. And then he fell into the whole
Yeah.
drugs, meth
Yeah.
scene. Yeah.
He was
See,
a
I
good
never
hustler.
watched. I didn't watch.
Yeah,
it.
he became
Did you
a
watch
drug
it?
dealer.
I didn't watch it.
You know me, I loved it when it first came out and then just couldn't commit.
Okay. Oh, so The Sopranos, which
So they loved that.
oh, I love that. Who
Loved
does?
it.
Who doesn't love that show?
See, I was too young when it came out.
Yeah.
Like I would have say I was 10 or something. Like I was too young. I missed it. But I actually really want to go back and watch it. It's on my list.
you know what?
Because I feel like I would appreciate
Rewatching
it now.
I did rewatch it years ago. It's actually better because I understand a lot more.
Yeah.
It's just so much. It's just such good writing.
So
Yeah.
it's talk about mob mentality, like that
love
mob
it.
culture, which and I feel like I know that my husband's a massive fan of the show, and he actually
Being Italian.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
that's half a Fremantle.
Yeah.
So they loved it, and it was great. I can't remember the main actor's name, but he did pass of a heart attack.
Say Tony something.
Tony Soprano.
No,
Tony
no, the real name, you silly.
Is it
the
not
real
James?
name.
Oh, what a guess. It's a
No,
mob
he
star.
doesn't have a real name. That is
Lucy.
real. He's real.
I know.
He's out there.
I
He
can't
was.
remember. I should have looked it up.
Isn't it James?
James Gelderphone.
Yeah, G.
All right, look
Anyway,
it up. Let's
so
have a look.
yeah, it's all right.
we?
Yeah, no, we try and
can't retain
try and remember
information.
names, but anyway. But we'll have
Do you
a
know
look.
what that reminded me? You know what that's similar to the Australian version was Underbelly, but the first season.
James
Carl,
Gandolfini.
I loved him.
But not
Roberta.
quite.
James Gandolfini.
No, it's more Bogan.
Yeah, I was
You know
going
what
to say.
I loved it?
The
You had the
Underbelly.
Italian, refined, kind of mob crime family, and then you've got the Bogan kind of trying to be like that.
Like,
but
what's
it's-
Australia trying to be an
I
Italian?
loved
It's
it.
really hard.
Roberta.
Love it. Sorry.
I should have said that's another one of my favourites. Anyway, go on.
All right, so Mad Men. I'm still in the wrong decade here. Mad Men. Anyone know about that one?
Mad Men was good.
Oh.
John Hamm.
Okay, all right. Mad
I watched
Men.
a bit of it because I liked the corporate clothes that they wore.
Was it the 50s? Yeah, set in the 60s.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it was that kind of era, where women were down here trying to get up.
So post-war
Man,
identity,
yeah.
that type of thing.
Infidelity.
Okay, right. Okay, brilliant. And the Cosby Show. Now, the Cosby
Well-
Show's got famous for wrong reasons these
Now,
days.
I was
can't
just
watch
going to
it now.
say,
Bit of a kiddie fiddler on the
I
screen.
Googled the thingy and there was lots of accusations in
Yes.
2014, 2015.
Yeah, and
But no
that's-
convictions. I don't think there was a
gonna
conviction.
Say, did he ever get any?
No, but it was like over 35 women that came forward.
Yeah, Bill
can I-
Cosby.
But you know what? I did love that as a kid, but now watching all the the comedians take the piss. Have you seen Tina Fey's? She does that. I put the pills in the people, but the people did not want the pills. I always think of that when I can't watch it anymore because I think, oh my God, is he drugging them now? I know it's allegedly, but it's quite funny.
Allegedly.
Have you seen his skits as a comedian? I never thought he was funny.
No.
It has nothing to do
He's
with
too
that.
old for me.
No, he was too clean. Like, I loved like Richard Pryor back then, and there was like that big biff with him
I
and
like
Eddie Murphy.
Oh, Richard
Like,
Pryor's hilarious.
it was a good show for the time.
Yes.
But yeah.
So you could say changing the identity of black family on TV
Yeah.
was Cosby.
Well, I think it
Yeah.
was, you know what, it's the stereotype like back then.
Yes.
The middle age,
Yeah.
like they did well, they were, doing well, they
Yes.
had values. Like it was, I think what actually was showing what was there back then, to what they were represented as,
Yeah.
like thieves and this and that. It was groundbreaking.
And I think we can probably move to Full House, which was with John Stamos. God, he was gorgeous. John Stamos. My goodness, I get hot thinking about it.
Have mercy.
Yeah. He was so cute. Yeah. But the twins were gorgeous, the little girls. And remember, they were all men. Were they all men raising the kids?
I was like, what
Oh,
do you mean
Full
they're women
House
now men?
twins. Isn't that the two blonde girls?
Yeah.
The
Olsen
Olsen
twins.
twins.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, okay.
That's full, did you watch?
I didn't watch Full House.
Okay, so it was.
I
if
think I was
remember
too
correctly,
young.
It's three single men trying to run.
But obviously,
The
I know the
household.
Olsen twins.
Yeah,
That's more my
yeah.
generation.
They're from the show.
Yeah.
Yep.
There were two brothers. It was a brother and the brother-in-laws and then a friend, and they lived together.
Yeah, so I said three
Yeah.
men. Is
Yeah,
that what I
against the
said?
knee. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I said that. Anyway.
Just I was just being specific just to show you that I watched it. But I can't
I'm
remember
glad
anything
you
else.
watched it. I remember the opening. What was the song?
Well,
again?
hang on, you got it, dude. Everywhere you,
You go, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
you
remember-
don't get
okay.
it, but it's dun, 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 dun,
And Roseanne, Roseanne.
I didn't find her funny.
Oh, that was like a white-collared family. It was hilarious until
Roseanne
she
Barr.
screwed it
I
up.
found her annoying.
Oh my gosh.
Roseanne Barr.
Do you know what I actually did watch have you seen, do you remember this episode? I forgot about it until I saw it. Is when their aunt or someone passed away in their family and Roseanne goes and gets Jackie to ring up and obviously they can't hear and they're just like, she's dead, she's died, she's gone away. And he goes, yes, she's fine. She sends her a love and hangs up and goes, I can't do it again. It was the most funniest scene ever. I just forgot how funny it was.
All right, okay.
I didn't find it funny when I was younger, but I watched it.
Right, okay. So that's Jackie and Roseanne. I remember Jackie now. Now you say Jackie, I remember who that was her sister.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought Rose Mountain was very funny. I thought she was.
you?
Yeah, I did. I didn't mind her. But what happened to her? There's something.
She does comedy
Tweet,
now.
wasn't she? She did a tweet or something.
Oh,
There's
she
always
did.
things
No, there
that
was something huge and I can't remember. It was a massive backlash, so they kicked her off her own show and then it didn't last.
I think she's back now in like comedy circles
I think she does
doing
something
stuff,
else.
but not. She hasn't got a show or
She
anything.
looks amazing, by the way, and I bet you she's taking a Ozempic. I'm just letting you know that.
Family Matters, Steve Urkel.
Yeah, I did watch that, but I wasn't really
Yeah, I
into
did
it.
watch that.
I
Steve
just
always-
remembered he had hairy high pants. Like
Yes,
the
he
shorts
did.
were like
Yes.
nearly up to his neck. Yeah, it was like wrong. So many levels.
And one of my favourite, The Office, Steve Carell. I can't go. I love. I
See,
love
US
like-
or British?
You
US.
like
I like
the
the
US. I
US.
like the original.
I know.
Ricky Gervais.
I just look at Steve Carell and I just start laughing. I just look at him. He cracks.
He is funny. He is funny.
They've both got their strengths. I liked Ricky Gervais's he was just the sharp, witty humour.
Yeah.
The
Whereas
British
Steve
humour.
Carell is more his facial expressions
Yes.
and stuff like that. But I thought the show was great. Like it just highlights some of those things that people face every day in an office, and I think that's what makes it so funny.
Constantly. And I wish I could say I did say a lot of things when I was working, but I wish I could say most of those things in the office. Like, and it's all those situations you're like, oh my God, that happened to me today. Like, fuck, I should have said that. Don't you reckon?
I'm having flashes to that show Parks and Rec. Did you watch Parks and
I
Rec?
did a bit.
I like the blooper scene where
No, I can't really.
with Chris Pratt, and they're all talking about greatest comeback stories.
Right.
And everyone goes, "Oh, this is a person. Oh, that was a great
I was
comeback."
like, Seabiscuit. And
yeah,
this and that.
seriously. And then he goes, "Kim Kardashian," and everyone's like, "What?" And she goes, "Well, she gets cum on her back in that video, doesn't she?" And then everyone's just like, "Oh my God."
That is classic.
We're like, we're going to cut this out of the show. It was so funny.
It is true,
But
though.
that
It
was
is a
before
comeback.
he was famous. Yeah, it was a comeback story.
Yeah.
She gets cum on
I
her back.
actually
Literally.
liked him
Really?
back then, not now.
Yeah.
He seems like a smug prick.
Who?
He's not. Apparently, he's just like the world's nicest person. Chris Pratt now.
He's very
He's married to Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter,
Oh, okay.
and he's very
that
Christian, Republican, right
Sounds a
wing.
bit assholey to me. Sorry. You lost me on
I
the
rest
first,
my case.
You lost me on the first description.
They're very sweet.
Yeah, okay, all right.
I think he's like he's a preacher. Like they're real like
Yeah, he's
Catholic
real
and like
into
spiritual
his
and stuff.
spirituality
That's not why I
now.
don't like it. I just think he's changed.
He's just a twat of a prat.
No, I think he was married. Yes.
Oh, I love him. I
No,
love
he was
him.
married beforehand, and I think their kid had something wrong with it, and it just seemed
Anna
like the
Faris,
timeline.
they had a couple of kids.
Yes.
Oh, they were, anyway.
And then How I Met Your Mother.
Again,
I
Did we
honestly-
find out? We found out how they met the mother?
No, do you know what happened? I watched it and then I was over it, and then it was like is it the other one? How I Met Your Father? I don't know. I think they did like a reboot
Yeah.
which went to shit.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Sequel that went to shit.
Yeah,
So,
I totally
something
forgot.
new.
I only started watching it a
watch.
little bit because the redheaded girl is Willow in Buffy. So that was like her first
So that's why you went to
first role outside of Buffy, and I started watching it, but it wasn't. I didn't like it.
MD Hauser. Oh my god, I just remembered another one.
Yeah.
Doogie Howser.
Doogie Howser. Isn't it MD? Yeah. Oh, okay, he was a doctor.
Yes, he was.
Well, I watched that
Was
'cause
he
it
4 when he was a doctor? I
Made
don't
me want
know.
to be a doctor. And then House, and then all of those
Yes,
medical
that-
dramas became
Actually,
really
yeah,
big.
I saw the actor of House in Adelaide
Oh,
sitting by himself at a
Hugh
bar,
Laurie.
feeling very sorry for himself.
Did you go up and say hi?
He looked as angry as he did on the show. You know that angry look? He looked
Yeah, but
like
he's probably like
he's got that look.
you know, I
Yeah,
knew
resting
too.
bitch
People
face.
were constantly. He
Yeah.
reminds me of Hugh Grant. I love Hugh Grant because he is an ass, and he admits as an ass,
Oh, I
but
love
he's a
Hugh-
funny ass.
I love Hugh Grant
Like
too.
if you come up to him, he'll tell you to fuck off. Like that's what I love about him.
He was great in that. Is it The Undoing with Nicole Kidman?
Yes.
That was like, I would
Potato
have to
face.
say, one of my favorite. Mrs. Potato Head.
My favourite potatoes, Nicole.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That was. I would have to
Potatoes
say,
are
it's
good.
probably one of my
Uh,
favorite, best shows.
Yeah, he was brilliant. I love everything Hugh Grant does, from Four Weddings and a Funeral.
Notting Hill.
Notting
Oh,
Hill.
Whoopsie
That's pretty good.
Daisy.
I mean, and he was with.
Whoopsie Daisy. Oh, the roommate in
actually good.
Notting Hill. Fancy a fork with his t-shirt.
I love him.
That was so funny.
Yes, with Julia Roberts. Yeah,
He's,
that was,
he's definitely better. He
absolutely.
He ages like a
He has
red
aged
wine.
very well.
Get it?
I
Wine?
saw him recently, Bridget Jones 3.
Oh yeah,
Have you
that
seen
was
the baby
good.
one? That's shit.
No, I don't mind the baby one. The third's shittier than the second
No.
one. If you didn't like the second
The
one.
fourth one's the shittiest out of all.
Is there- how many are there?
There's four.
Oh,
Although
okay.
I haven't
his-
seen the fourth.
His line when he's trying to teach the kids how to make a dirty bitch, I just love it. He goes, and that's how you make a dirty bitch.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I love it.
He still looks good though. I'm not sure the acting was. That movie wasn't great for him, but he still looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah. My cup of tea. And then we've got Scrubs, which I do remember because I remember all these doctors and nurses running around in their blue uniforms like it was, like something new. But it was an okay show. Did you like it, Scrubs?
I didn't like. I was like well and truly into Grey's Anatomy. So
yes,
Scrubs
okay.
was
I
just
think
like
it's comical.
a pointless comical version of Grey's Anatomy.
It's still funny.
I
Yeah.
like the drama and the hotness of Grey's Anatomy.
Who's? We'll talk about.
Oh my God, don't
What are you
even
talking about
start.
now?
No, we'll talk about it a little
Sweaty
bit. Shall we go to catchphrases? Maybe.
go for
it. So, you'll do you do Joey's catchphrase for
How
me.
you doing?
Friends, though, I would have to say,
There's many.
for about 10 years, just even now, like I use things like pivot.
Oh my God,
Pivot!
you got to yell it louder.
Pivot!
And then you got to
Pivot!
have you seen the bloopers when he goes, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Whenever I move a piece of furniture, I say pivot. And also unagi.
Yeah. Yes.
Unagi. I love that episode. And all the Thanksgiving episodes.
Yeah.
Yes,
were
they were
fantastic.
hilarious.
And the
Actually, that
one
is
with
good.
Brad Pitt, what I would have to say is my favourite
Oh, the
episode.
Rachel Green hate club.
I hate Rachel Green. Because it was peak their relationship, Jen and Anna. And so it was actually funny to watch them like hate each other on screen. And
then
then
eventually
that-
they hate each other.
Then they
And
really
now-
hated each
and
other.
now
that's
it's
yeah.
so
really good.
funny how Team Aniston and Team Jolie has now become Team them together versus Team Pitt.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I want to know what happened on that plane.
Oh, you love all that kind of mystery, don't you?
Yeah, something happened.
He probably isn't us. He's,
Oh, apparently.
I don't care if you look like that. You can be as much as an ass you want. Really.
I suppose when you're doing certain activities, it's not like you're conversing. Well, you are, but in a different way.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what
It's
you mean.
not like
You
we're
look
getting
that
to know
good.
each other that way.
And we've got Full House. You got it, dude. Who used to say you got it, dude?
Wasn't it the little girl?
Yeah, Michelle Tanner. Yeah,
But Have Mercy was the other one.
was one of the Olsen twins. Michelle Tanner used to say that.
But the other king of one-liners was Seinfeld.
Oh yes, okay. Sorry. The reason I missed that because
Oh.
I actually never watched Seinfeld.
yada,
You have to just go back and watch it now.
No, I still
Giddy
don't-
up!
Nuzzle for you.
See, I don't.
No, there's more anger. I was like,
I will
Nuzzle
try.
for you.
I'll try for you, Alex, to go. And,
You have to, because I went through a phase recently where after dinner, so this was because I was like kind of, anyway, living at my parents' for a little bit and recently, and then after dinner, we would watch an episode of something. So we went through like, they would go through like all of Seinfeld, all of The Nanny, all of like those shows. And it's so funny now.
Okay.
Like to watch back. You just get into a habit like every night at like a certain time, just watch one episode.
Oh, I can.
It's so funny.
That's what normal families did. They actually sat together and did it. Ours
Have
weren't.
dinner and like watch an episode of Seinfeld or The
I was
Nanny.
never home at
We-
night.
The Nanny's really
I
funny.
don't think we did that either.
I know the Nanny. I remember very well.
I love her outfit.
Yeah,
so
she's
I
great.
watched it recently with
The
Christo and the
nasal
kids in the
voice.
background, and the outfits are still really fashionable.
Yeah, she
I was so surprised. I thought like
she's
some
very-
of them,
she's very-
I remember
yeah,
them
she's
thinking,
timeless. Yeah.
but some of the outfits
Yeah.
were stunning. I was like, you could see someone wearing that now.
Fran Drescher.
So cool. Drescher.
Drescher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice Jewish name there. And then we have.
God.
Well,
Hang on,
no,
do
she
you know what
Jewish?
happened
Oh,
to
yeah.
her? It's really so. Do you know she was raped? I think they were. Was she kidnapped, raped? I can't remember what happened to her. Did her husband find her? I can't remember the exact gory details. But then, like years later, he ended up becoming
He's gay.
gay.
Yeah.
And then it came out
Her
when like
husband's
she was doing the
gay.
show, because it happened years, I think, prior. When she was doing the show, like obviously she got famous, it all came out, and she was like, she thought she had dealt with it and didn't, and had to deal with it, and they both had these different experiences. It was crazy. Like she's had lived
But
this.
she's come out recently because she was heading up was it the Screen Actors Guild or
SAGs.
supporting all the writers in that strike?
Oh, yeah.
recently in Hollywood.
She was ahead of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
She's just not a nanny. And then we have Simpsons. Eat my shorts. I did
Yeah.
like the
What was
Simpsons.
it? Hi, is it hi diddly do neighborino?
Oh yeah.
I know, but Real came up on my socials, which I have to mention. The CEO and his
yeah.
senior HR at Coldplay concert. That when did it happen? Last week, last Thursday, last Friday.
maybe a
It
week
feels like forever ago because everyone keeps talking
Have you
about
seen
it.
the memes? I love it. Like Coldplay, haven't released a single in ages.
Now they have
Now
four.
they have four.
But The Simpsons, you know how The Simpsons predicted so many things, like Donald Trump becoming president. That was one of them. Like,
Get out.
yeah. So it's if you have,
But I don't. Is it true though?
I
Or
don't
did someone
know,
just
but I
back
think-
engineer it? I'm
did
still
they
so
just-
skeptical now. of
Now, can I
everything.
say Simpsons have
predicted.
predicted quite, not exactly, but,
But
you could use that going, hey, that's it.
But apparently they had the scene like that of a person dressed in the same colours as a CEO,
that is funny.
dressed in the same colours as a HR manager at a concert getting caught by a kiss cam. So it was just so funny. I just have to mention that.
Do you know what, though? Alex should love this because she's kind of on your track with conspiracy theories. But you know how Stephen Colbert, his show is getting axed?
Yeah.
Did you see the meme that they used? He was like, basically, so you know how Trump's going on this massive thing. Now he's controlling like media and all this stuff. His show is, I think, top rating. He's getting axed next year. So he did it basically, he was laying low after when he said it, and then he came out, I think last night, or one of his night shows, and he came out and goes, basically this is a fuck you to Trump, trying to get rid of me. And he did, like, all the late night hosts came on and were doing this stuff, and they did the meme of that, but it was with Trump and Paramount, because Paramount had done a 60 Minutes over there, done a thing on him, and he got pissed off, did a lawsuit, and they paid like 16 million. So they were doing a thing like with him, and yeah, it was funny. So they're using everyone.
Oh, every brand now has jumped on. I've seen Lego. I've seen like just
love
all
it.
the brands do it. It's so funny.
The company's become a household name.
Yeah.
But if
feel
they
sorry
just did
for
the Heinrich, is it the Heinrich?
That was
like
a funny
Heimlich,
reel I
I
saw.
thought, what? If he just pretended she was choking and then just threw her aside, I would have gone, moving.
But it was
Or if they just acted normal.
no,
so they could have
but
hugged. They could have been like, hi.
But they were cheating, and they
I know,
got
and that's what
caught,
they-
and
and
that's
the
what makes
reaction.
I mean, I'm not
But
saying
can I tell you
it, but
something?
it's so
I would
real.
never.
Yeah.
Would
So
you have
real.
ever done that and turned away? I would have just gone.
I don't.
Yeah.
Gone.
It was because of
Something
how
different.
dramatic.
It's just so dramatic.
And
Unless-
dance
oh,
away
man.
from the screen.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Classic.
My favourite meme I saw was someone did Bluey's dad with the next door neighbour.
See, I don't watch
Did a
Bluey.
picture of- oh my God,
I
it was
don't
so
get it.
cute. Anyway.
I thought that my son didn't know Blue, but he knows who Bluey is.
Yeah.
Like,
Alex has told me I've got to really get into
Yeah.
it because apparently it's got a lot of adult content in
Yeah,
there.
it's all Aussie stuff. You got to watch
and
it.
that's why I don't watch it.
Maybe when we're like drinking and then I can sit down and watch. Is that a good
yeah,
sort of idea?
sure, yeah. That's-
They could very easily tweak Bluey to be like Family Guy.
And
Like, and make it,
see, I love
it's
and
the
Family
make
same.
it make it
Okay.
pure
I do like Family
adult
Guy.
humor. Like they're so close to being able to just tweak it.
So recently, when I was in the States, I was watching the Macy's parade on Thanksgiving Day, in my hotel room because everything was closed, and I got turkey from down the road and sat upstairs with my son, which was great. But I watched the Thanksgiving parade, and they had a massive bluey. What do you call it? Float.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, that's how popular bluey's in the States. Everyone was going crazy.
Do those parades still go on?
Yeah, every Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's part of the tradition. Yeah. So shall we go have a look at
next
Saved
on your
by
list?
South Park? I love South Park because it's the show of one-liners. Honestly, it's just brilliant.
Respect my authority.
I do. It's so sarcastic.
So
And
my
they-
favourite, can I just say my favourite is that I'm not fat. What is it? I'm not fat. I'm cultivating mass. That is my new saying.
Chubby or something.
Yes.
They got away with saying so
So
much.
They still do though.
But how? Like, they still do for some reason. Like, I think they were on the Comedy Channel. They just never axed them. That was like the only show they never axed.
I love it.
They axed all the other shows,
yeah.
like Chappelle Show and stuff. But I think they're Canadian.
I think they are Canadian. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Just
know.
got away with so much. It was so good.
Maybe it's because it's Canadian.
funny.
And not American.
Maybe.
Maybe because they do it with the tone slightly different. No,
Yeah.
sir.
And they're cartoon characters. You can't
all
really
the transgender stuff. They
Yeah, no, they did.
Oh
they've
my
done
God.
having
heaps.
flashbacks and how
It's
to
so
order.
funny.
heaps.
It's not funny, but it is a bit. But
Yeah.
you got to. Oh, come on, you got to have a sense of humour.
I do. I love it. I love
Oh,
that show.
so
I love
good.
it.
Oh, with the whole, they do so many episodes with Tom Cruise getting stuck in the closet. And they're like, hurry up, get out of the closet.
But he's so short he can't get out.
Do you remember when he jumped on the couch with Oprah Winfrey?
Oh,
yes.
Do you remember that?
That
Oh my
was-
God,
that
I
was-
loved
that episode.
That was the beginning of the end for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's so funny how one single act can just
Yeah,
make
that
you
was it.
fall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yet he's still really famous and Hollywood still puts him in movies.
because he signed a contract for Mission Impossible for 25 movies or
Do you know
something.
what? Though I actually can't watch him, like especially after that. And then South Park, like, the whole thing of ridicule of him. I actually don't watch. Can't get into Mission Impossible anymore. I don't watch any of his.
Oh, I don't
haven't seen
mind.
him in
I
ages.
don't mind him.
I still love him.
Yeah. I liked Top Gun.
Yes,
They
with
did the new
Goose.
Top Gun. That was really good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Top Gun.
Yeah, I
The
know.
new Top Gun Maverick,
No.
I think.
I think if we did, I think we went to go watch it and I did fall asleep. I just he doesn't. It's the same face, just a
Yeah.
different name. Do you know what I mean? Like it's the same character.
Definitely sold
It
his
makes
soul
you think why
to
he's
look
never
the
won.
same.
Everyone else has. It's because he plays the same character.
Yeah, same tea, different
Ethan
China.
China. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. And then Saved by the Bell Saved by the Bell was on after school, wasn't it?
Yeah, I watched a bit of that.
Yeah, I
That's more
can't.
my
Yeah,
era,
and that
I think.
good-looking guy.
Yeah, Zach, the blonde one.
Do they have the
Yeah.
guy Screech?
Yeah,
But
Screech.
he didn't
But
Screech,
then they
did he?
had the guy who actually now is
don't know, did
on
Oh, Mario.
he's on
that
lots
American.
of hosts now.
Yeah.
Mario
And his-
Lopez, his
Yeah, and
dancer.
his pecs are still there.
Yeah.
He
Like,
still
I don't
looks
think
just as
he's
good.
Do you think what does he? I'd love to know what he clearly doesn't take Ozempic, but he must take something else. I'm just on this like Ozempic train. Like, what does he take? Because I think
Testosterone.
he's smooth. His pecs are like hot. He hasn't aged.
Yeah, he hasn't aged.
Do you reckon he's sold his
Did
soul?
you know? Did you ever watch Baywatch?
Yes,
yes.
I
Well,
did.
one of the lifeguards is Jason Momoa.
Piss off.
Oh, no, get out.
Hang on, are you talking
Can
about
I
the
show
reboot
you?
or the
No,
original?
the original. And I saw that recently. I was like,
Because he's just released a new
Bullshit.
film, like Momoa.
yeah, I love him.
Mimosa?
Momoa.
Can I say that my partner saw him in Canada on a ski lift? He sat next to him on a ski
Oh,
thing.
and hang on.
I
did
would-
he say
I would- I
anything
would have
to
jumped
him?
on him.
Did he
We
click
spoke to him.
afterwards?
He said he was like really, really nice.
Oh, wow.
Let's show you.
It's all the M's.
Oh, Jason Momoa. Just looking at pictures
I
of
wish I
him
had
now.
like an encounter with like someone like him. He's hard.
If you see his face,
But he's
She's
just...
Jason
she's, like,
Momoa,
so
Baywatch.
intense.
No, if you see it, you'll
just
be
thinking
like,
about his new
oh,
film that
that's
he's in.
him.
You showed me the Baywatch.
He was one of the characters.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember that character?
Yes.
Let me see.
See, he was
Trying to-
never that big to start off with.
And that looks like
I will post this on Instagram.
that's a bikini model next to him.
Yeah, no.
I don't remember him.
You don't remember him?
No,
He was
I
one of the
don't.
lifeguards.
No, I don't remember him at all.
He definitely wasn't from the reboot, which would have been shit.
No.
So I'm not a fan of reboots.
But I like current Jason Momoa. He's
Oh, yeah, I
right
think-
up there in my list.
Oh, we're getting very diverted.
We're not diverted. We're conversing. We're
It's
reminiscing.
a hot guy. It'll do
Ah,
it to
it's
you.
just
Come
the-
on.
Oh, no.
We're having a whole episode on Jason Momoa.
We'll just sit there and just keep saying Momoa.
Yeah.
The
Jason.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, of course.
Oh, Will
Smith
Smith.
before he hit anybody on stage.
Yep.
He goes, know what I'm saying? You know,
Have you
here's-
seen Chris Rock's recent?
Yes.
You have to watch his comedy special. So
Right,
he
he's-
dresses the slap. And he's like, dude, he's like, come on, this is not fair. Will Smith is the kind of guy that saves the world. You know, he saves us from aliens, he saves us from zombie apocalypses. And he's like, me, I'm the zebra in Madagascar. He's
So
like,
true. So
I'm
true.
the guy
Yes.
that Hollywood makes the zebra in Madagascar. And it's like, and you got this man just like, is that fair?
No, but he really went to town.
And it was
Like, it's so
really
good.
clever. It's
Yeah.
so funny.
Did he?
Yeah.
He did apologise, Will, for that, did he? For his slap? I don't know.
apologise to. Yeah, he did, but it was kind of like this, like
You
'Cause I
know
had
what?
to.
it wasn't accountability. It was, I don't know. He didn't take. It was just that typical Hollywood, like, I'm looking inside myself. I've just reconstructed my whole body. From,
was the
from the feet
moment.
up. And I just know, like, life. There's more to life than this. Like, I'll move past this. Piss off, dude.
That was the exact moment I lost all interest in Hollywood and the Oscars and all of that.
Oh, that's
I think.
sad, Alex.
Because you know what? He walked up there, he slapped him. Half of it, everyone was like, is this real or fake or
I actually
what's
thought
happening?
it was fake, and then I was like, no
half
one's
an hour
moving.
later, they give him a standing ovation for winning an Oscar.
Mm.
And they're all just standing there fakely like,
Alex,
oh, congratulations.
They're all actors.
I know.
Do you know what?
Yeah,
Though? It would have been so
but-
cool when they come back getting smashed. They go, did you see that bitch? He
Yeah.
sucked him. I'd be like, give me a
Oh, my
drink.
God, that after party would have been
Oh,
interesting.
I agree.
But that was all fake
Oh,
from
I
then
love
on.
it.
I just don't
It's
like
not
it.
my world.
Yeah, I know. I just look at the dresses.
I know fashion. Fashion's great. And then we'll go to the naughties. Where we've got Grey's Anatomy, which is you want to talk about Alex, the guy with the blue eyes. Oh, Derek Shepherd.
Derek
God, he was
Shepherd.
gorgeous.
Yep.
Yes, he was lovely.
McDreamy.
Dreamy McSteamy.
And then
McDreamy.
McSteamy
Yes,
came
yes.
along. So
Oh,
the
McSteamy's
world
got
was
ALS.
divided. Yeah, I know.
He's so hot. I just go back. I'm rewatching Grey's
Yeah.
Anatomy.
I'm Grey's Anatomy.
What's his
Always.
catchphrase that he used to say before going into operation?
Oh,
It's a
now-
beautiful day to save lives.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful just to have you.
Yeah. No, I was great.
Lost,
I love Grace. I still
Don't
watch
tell
Grace.
me what I can do. Lost. Anyone watch that?
Again, did not commit. Like I watched, I think 3 seasons. Didn't it go for a while?
It went for ages.
And
And
then
they went around and
Does anyone know what
circles.
happened? Because I still don't know what happened.
One of the world's greatest mysteries, like MH370.
Oh God, here we go. Here
Another
we go.
Alex conspiracy theory.
You need to actually do you need to do a show just on your conspiracy theories.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like,
I
they're
would have to do
insane.
so many. But anyone who's interested, go and listen to Candace Owens last year, about a year ago. She did a
here we go.
whole episode on MH370 and what happened.
God.
But
I don't think I need a drink.
I won't ruin it for you. But it's very interesting from an analytical
You
perspective.
can tell me 'cause I don't think I watch it. Oh, you're
No,
talking about
but
other
just
people.
talking about she just talks about the timeline of information that was received and how obviously some of it was false and not, and how they weren't telling the truth to the families as to what happened.
Do you see how I grabbed that by the top? Oh, Emma would have
You
screamed.
were expert.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I'm
no,
just.
but we have-
It is interesting, but it's like really.
Yeah. So in the end, do you want me to spoil it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tell us.
She reckons
Go,
it
tell us.
was technology that there was these orbs that went around the plane,
The
and then
Incas
the
came.
plane went into warp speed, and then teleported to somewhere else.
Are you hearing this?
Totally believable.
That's why when I love you, but sometimes I
But
look
it's
at you
a
and I go,
military cover-up
Of
because
course it
the
is.
US government doesn't want everyone to know what
Teleport.
technology they have. 20 people on that plane were people from that technology.
and have they
firm.
been seen?
No, they were killed. Well, the
Okay.
plane's never been
Well,
found.
how do you know they've been killed? How do you know?
Oh, exactly. They landed on an island and now they're filming Lost season.
I'm so seeing you
Season
in a
8.
different light today. I don't know if it's a lack of sleep or it's
Oh, we've
just
all
like
had lack of
you're
sleep.
like,
I'm just thinking Robinson Crusoe. They're
This is all allegedly. I don't necessarily believe it, but I think it's funny to pay attention to what people are saying.
So if we're talking about conspiracy, we should talk about the next TV thing we have, which is Supernatural.
Oh, yes.
So
The supernatural style.
you asked me earlier, what is probably my favorite TV show of all time, besides what I'm watching on Netflix now, is
And
Twin
Paramount.
Peaks, Who Killed Laura Palmer. Like, honestly, that show to me was
that would be up your alley, Alex.
bee's knees. Hey, you haven't have you not watched it?
I haven't watched the original one. I think there's a remake.
Oh God,
Isn't there a remake?
really?
I haven't watched that either.
Just
It
don't
was never.
dedicate to the original.
It was a very, very.
Wasn't the killer
I should
a
go back to
spirit,
it.
an evil spirit?
I think, I'm trying to remember. The ending was a bit twisted.
I can't remember the name. Wasn't it evil spirit had gone into? Is it Leland? Was it the dad that killed? Oh, I can't remember.
Anyway, but the
It's the evil spirit. There you
Carl
go.
McLaughlin,
My Chardonnay.
Your lover.
Carl McLaughlin, who was Sex and the City Charlotte's first husband.
Trey with the
Trey.
impotence problem.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So I must point that out.
Yeah. Couldn't get it up.
But he had money.
So he's in that, and I always remember him from that. Every time I see him, all I think about is Twin Peaks and him acting in that. Every time I see him, I think of Twin Peaks. So it's it's a murder mystery.
Impotent Trey.
And then we'll move to
Sorry, isn't that funny when sometimes
yes,
a character or an actor has so much impact and they're always in your mind, that person?
And sometimes they
But then
can't
some they're
change.
not.
They can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some you just see
Some are
them as
just-
chameleons.
Yeah.
oh, a classic
And some are
example.
always that person.
But then there's some actors or actors that take roles, and no matter what role they play after,
Blanchett.
they never succeed in anything else because they're always that role. So, for example, Dirty Dancing, the girl in Dirty Dancing, Jennifer.
She changed her nose and could never get another
Yes,
job.
yes, that was interesting.
Oh,
yeah.
the first in Hollywood.
But this time it didn't work.
Didn't know how to reverse,
And
put
see
it back.
how crazy, how crazy famous Patrick Swayze was,
Can
and
I
how
say-
not crazy famous she was.
She couldn't. They couldn't recognize her. Well, when you look at her, you go, you can see it's her. But initially, when you quick glance, you go, who is that?
What did you call her?
Isn't that funny?
Pumpkin or watermelon or
Baby.
Baby. Oh, what was
She
it,
carried a watermelon?
Yeah, remember that? I went back. I used to have a Friday night thing. This is when I started dating your brother. We would do every Friday night, we'd watch a movie back from that era that we'd never seen because we were too young or missed it.
Yeah.
And I remember watching Dirty Dancing.
Please tell me you watched
I watched it
Ferris Bueller's
recently.
Day
Oh,
Out.
I saw that a lot when I was a kid because my parents loved that movie. So
That's
that was
great.
really funny. That was great.
I'll just never forget when I was working. This is like years back. We had a
Bueller.
We had one of the, it was Japanese.
Bueller.
He'd just come to Australia. No, actually, he'd been here for a while. And he was like, I really want to get into the Australian culture. Like, what's some cool movies that you watched when you were when you were growing up? And I was like, you've got to watch, have you ever heard of Ferris Bueller's Day Off? He was like, no. And he watched it. He goes, oh my God, like, where have you been all my life?
The one that went hand in hand with that was Biloxi Blues. Did you ever watch that?
No.
So it's like an army one with Matthew Broderick. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
really funny.
Yes. Now when you said that, yes.
Matthew
Yeah.
Broderick's married to Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, the Goonies too.
Queen
were
of
cool.
Sex and the City.
Yeah,
the
Goonies,
Goonies.
that's-
Oh,
the
the Goonies,
classic
I
cult
remember. Yep, the
classic.
Goonies, I
Yeah.
remember. Yep.
I've got my kids to try to watch that.
But then I loved, if you're talking the X-Files as well, because Gillian
Oh.
Anderson and Mulder, and that show had me
I did say this to you
hooked.
last time. You know what freaked me out after all these years? That she is English.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you
she
said,
has
yeah,
accent.
she's
Am I the only
English.
one that didn't know that?
I didn't know that until I saw her stuff in
She was
recent stuff.
like she was talking in an interview, and I was like, "Why is she pretending to be British?" It's like, "What an idiot!" And then they
That's
were asking
commitment.
where she's from, and I
Same
went,
with House. Same with Dr. House.
Yes.
Yeah, so we just know them as, I can't believe they stuck in character for that long.
He
Like,
doesn't
the accent was
doesn't sound like a
perfect.
robot. You know when usually English actors, speaking actors, go to the American, they kind of sound like robots a little bit.
No, he's
Actually, they're worse when they go American to English.
But I do remember Gillian Anderson wearing leather coats, and that's what possessed me to go buy a leather coat because she had a leather coat.
Yeah.
Like I was going to be an X-File detective, and then I was going to be a criminologist as well. That's
how
all,
did that
all from,
pan out for you?
No, not quite.
Didn't even get close.
No, I didn't even get close. But that's how much. And Mulder ended up being a sex addict in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And then he did a show being a
yes.
sex addict.
Californication. That was actually really
Californication.
good.
That was
Yeah.
really, very good. Yeah.
And they had what's the chick from Nanny, the youngest girl, Maggie. She was a little
Oh,
Slatina.
yeah.
She's a little slutty. Love it.
Slatina.
Slatina.
Slatina. I was just trying to, instead of saying slut, I was trying to like make it a bit more PG.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me.
I made it more like.
I
the
feel like
girl.
now we need to jump straight into the fashion that
I
we wore
think it's
during
time
those
we
days.
talk about-
'Cause you mentioned leather. So that for me was a big peak.
Well,
Real leather. So you are
Real
getting
leather.
off Rizzo, and I'm just saying Rizzo's hot.
thank you. I'm hotter.
She was
You
my
know, I'm
favourite.
hotter.
She was my favourite in Greece.
I just want to sing Grease songs, like do a sing along.
this jacket has a story.
Okay.
So I've told you I don't mind spending money on clothes. I don't mind
obviously
spending
not.
money on anything really, but clothes, food and wine are the top three. And so I was on a cruise ship, which I've told you before, listeners, that where I used to work for 10 years. And we used to visit when we were in the Caribbean, we used to visit every Monday Key West. Key West is an island off Florida. That's correct. And basically every time a cruise ship goes into port, they have to pay like a per hour parking or per hour docking, if I can put it in correct terminology. And because Key West is so popular and so pretty, the cruise company could only afford always like only 8 till 1, and we'd leave halfway through the day because one, it's so expensive and so many people want to come and visit Key West. So if you haven't gone to Key West, it's in the Beach Boys song, Aruba, Jamaica. It's in there, Key West, right? It is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And one of the other reasons it's quite famous is because it's where Ernest Hemingway came and died, basically, and he did a lot of cigar smoking and poetry and all that, and writing. But anyway, so I'm running out. So I've only got, 2 hours to go out in Key West, and I'm going to go out and have breakfast, and I'm going to go shop, and I'm going to go do everything. And I walk into this store, and they've got Von Dutch, which is evidently Von Dutch is a Dutch name and a Dutch leather company. And this jacket was $1,500 US.
Are you serious? Back then? Oh,
Back
back
then.
yeah.
That's like $1 billion now.
No, it's ridiculous. And I said,
Actually,
right.
now you go, that's cheap.
So I put the jacket on. I'm getting it.
Yeah.
So I ran back to the ship, got my cash, and paid $1,500, and that's it. I've still got the jacket. I've probably worn it 4 times. This is the 5th time I've worn it.
That did have a resurgence, didn't it? Now it's kind of like
Yeah, I don't know, but it's a good
it's
story
a cute
behind
little
it.
jacket.
Yes,
You know what we discussed last night? We are going to do a tour of Renee's closet, and we're going to look at all
There's
the
many
items.
rooms,
I
you
know,
know
there's
that.
rooms, and we're going to film it,
shoes.
and we're going to go through all the items of her clothing,
and because
I'm
I've
so
got
excited.
so I've got.
and I'm going to see what I can take.
She better take some out of the closets.
No, I'm
In
actually.
case someone from Peter came by.
What's really good is that my wardrobe's in a separate part of the house, so we can do it all. And Peter can be down. My husband can be downstairs, and we're upstairs, and we can just muck around and try and like the Sex and the City.
Did I mention
episode.
she's
I'm
got
very
rooms?
excited.
I've
Yeah,
got
I know,
rooms.
I can't
I
wait.
know.
It's going to take us
Just
hours.
wanted to reiterate that she's got
Yeah.
Yeah,
rooms.
so we're going to do
more
that
than
in
I'm going to see what I can
in
borrow.
the next few weeks.
Pity her foot is like jumbo size.
Yeah,
What size foot do you have?
42.
Oh, I'm a
European.
40. I'm a 39-40, depending on the shoe.
Because I remember we used to go to Zomp. You went to Zomp. I love Zomp, but she loved it because they catered like it would piss me off. I'd go, I paid like $300 for this, and she'd be like, coming. I'm like, my God, where did you get that? She'd be like, at Zomp. But where I didn't see it, and then it always on sale because no one has my shoe size. I was like, oh, you were so lucky.
So I went to Zomp when I was about. So Zomp used to be located in next
Claremont,
St George's
isn't it?
Terrace. No, well, it used to be in Perth, St George's Terrace, and I went there when I was 13. And this is a true fashion.
Hang on, King Street.
Yeah,
Or it moved to King Street.
and it moved to King Street.
Yeah.
So I went with a cousin of mine, and I put. So platforms were in when I was 13, and you're talking platforms like this at the front and like that at the back.
Yeah.
And you know me, Miss Confidence. I'll be okay in these. And I was walking on St George's Terrace, and I went to the middle, and I actually fell. Like my ankles
middle?
actually went like that because I was so high. I actually fell in the middle of the street, and all my cousin could do was laugh at me. But that's true. What
Because
happened?
it would have been a really high height.
Honestly, I'm going to wear these straight away, and I fell over. But that's true platform.
Do you know what?
stroke.
I will never forget from Zomp. I'm just saying shoes.
Yeah.
I think the worst trend I've ever grabbed. You know, the pointy kind of which.
Yes.
I don't know what possessed me. They were green, but they looked like reptile. I think they looked like snake. I think they were snake leather.
that theme was in.
No, but I got to tell you, it was like, it looked like a broom, like it was a metre long. I don't know. It was the tip was like, my foot probably ended there. The tip ended
Way
there.
too long.
Yeah.
So as I was walking, although I had attempted to go have a Sunday sesh south of the river,
Yeah.
the Sunday sesh, and I wore them thinking really stylish. It's not good when you don't have function or your faculties aren't, where they should be because a really long shoe with a pointed is going to hit every single time.
Yeah.
So I'd get up,
Like Fat Cat.
I'd fall, get up, walk a few, going heel, then slip because it wasn't rubber, the heel, slip
Yeah, no.
backwards, then it was forwards. And then after a while, I'm going home, but bruised everywhere, ripped clothing, alcohol all over me. So not a wise choice.
Oh, man.
So if we break it down into the fashion trends in the last, I looked at the last 30 years. So 1990s, which was when I was a teenager, slip dresses, grunge fashion. Okay, you can ask my mum.
Sorry. Yes.
You can ask my
Your
mum.
dark
I used to
lipstick.
come home with a jacket from the op shop. She goes, "Which dead person was buried in that?" Thanks for
It
that,
was
Mum.
$2.
Thanks for that. And then I used to raid my dad's wardrobe for his 1970s jackets. And actually, at my 18th birthday, I wore a lapel, like the big lapels and the double-breasted. That was the jacket I wore on my 18th birthday with a floral skirt and Doc Martens. So grunge was big with me.
Best.
I have another cousin, shout out to, shall we say? No, I won't say her name. Went through a stage where she was wearing jeans for 4 weeks straight and she wasn't going to wash them.
Yeah, but you're not really meant to.
You're not supposed to wash. And I thought, I want to be like her. So I wasn't changing my jeans for 4 weeks either. So that
Memories.
that resonates with me, the grunge. And I'm not lying, I reckon 14 pairs of Doc Martens. There was one, and they all lined up in my room.
I was there with you.
Yeah, so there were the green pair.
And and then you used to mix them up with the cherry red and the green.
Yes.
Because, when you're going to Silverchair or something like that, you'd have to go with the look.
Yeah, so Nirvana was really big when I was 13, so that grunge was big. Chokers and butterfly clips, you can forget it. That wasn't me. God, that's ridiculous. And then Logomania, Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfiger, Guess dominated streetwear.
Do you know what?
Do you remember?
I remember when Guess came in, when Guess was big. Because it was Paris Hilton or one of those people, I think, was Guess.
Yeah, so that's,
I think that's probably the next,
next thing, the princess vibe.
Yep.
Never got into that princess
But
vibe.
that being said, the other thing I wrote on that note was the pedal pushers. Do you remember those? Pedal pushers. So they were like jeans that were like tights and they came like just past your knees.
Oh, now is that
They
what
were
they
called
call
pedal
them?
pushers. I had to look it up.
Just call them gross jeans.
Yeah. They were really
Jeans that
tight.
should never wear.
And then the next one's when they talk about the low-rise jeans paired with rhinestone belts and belly chains and all the glitz and glamour of the pop princesses. But I actually skipped that a little bit because the influence for me was that I was like living at the beach and then that movie Blue Crush came out. So all of a sudden I just became a surfy girl.
Yeah, okay.
So I wore all the surfy brands, the Roxy, the this. So I didn't really go.
Rip curl.
And I wasn't a glitzy.
Billabong.
Yeah.
I went to school with the girl whose parents owned Bad Boy, Bad Girl.
Oh, wow.
All those surf
wow.
brands. Yeah. So we always had lots of stuff. But
Hang on. I think you're missing a really big key here.
What is it?
What about the hypercoloured jeans and tops?
that's the 80s.
Renee.
I remember hypercoloured.
You
That
mean
came
like
around?
fluoro?
No, hypercolour. They were like the especially the jeans. You'd have is it the purple jeans and they'd go to pink.
Oh.
What they call it? The hypercolour ones. I
Yeah.
forgot what they were called. They were huge. I had so many pairs. And you touch my ass, your handprint was there, and it'd go green from the blue.
Was that just a dance
And the
thing?
top. No, oh my God, that was a huge craze, girl. All right, everyone wore them. And you weren't cool in school if you didn't have a pair and could rock up on people like on the free day of dress and wear that with your white top that changed colour.
Yeah, walking highlighter.
Until you wore them too much and they didn't work.
Walking highlighter, basically.
That
So
was probably like a fashion.
My influence in that day, though, was the leather pants. So did you ever have leather pants in those days?
Oh, yeah.
Like 2000?
My girlfriend, babe, leather's pants.
Because I watched
always-
Buffy, so she managed to kick monster butt while wearing leather pants. So obviously I had to have leather pants. And I wore leather pants to my year 7 dance, which a lot of people did. It was like really popular. But try dancing for like 2 or 3 hours, going to the bathroom, taking your pants off, and then trying to put them back on. I felt like the episode of Friends with Ross when he uses the talcum powder.
Is it the moisturiser? It was the moisturiser.
And then he tries to put the Vaseline and it just turns into this goop and the poor girl comes in. Oh, it was so funny. But yes, trying to pull up leather pants while you've been sweating. It's just not.
Yeah,
I'm glad
no.
that era's gone.
yeah, bit like Lucy and I with Spanx.
Not my
And
friends.
so then
my
to
friends.
round off our fashion conversation, we look at the noughties and the 2020s, and I have to say I'm so sick of Lorna Jane everywhere on the street. Like literally, I'm so sick of seeing leggings everywhere. It does my head in. Leggings are designed for when you do exercise, but people seem to be wearing leggings everywhere.
Active wear
COVID
is
didn't
now
help.
elevated.
Yeah, it's
You go to the
elevated.
airport. Have you seen like some of those commercials, like going in like highly elevated activewear? Now you can go on the plane and feel really fashionable.
My brother
relaxed.
in activewear. That's funny. I remember he's done some
Sorry, no,
hashtag activewear.
Sorry, activewear. He should. When he walked out this morning, was his long johns and shorts, and I went, God, you look like a condom.
All right, so I just wanted to share with you
Your wine story.
my wine
I
story.
want to hear your wine story.
So
Hang on,
basically,
let me have a sip while you're talking.
Yeah,
about
actually,
it.
let's do that.
Vinos. So I
is our
had
shardy.
the pleasure of actually having this for dinner on Saturday night, St. Henri Shiraz Penfolds. price point between $100 and $200, but honestly, you can't
Penfolds.
You can't fault it. Yeah, this is Penfolds, but this is a great Penfolds Shiraz. Raspberry cigar mocha tones to
wow.
it, but beautiful wine. So that's what I had on Saturday night for dinner.
For dinner.
And then I have to bring your attention to this particular wine, which is called a Bannockburn Shiraz. It's 2013. Keep an eye on the vintage 2013 because that's the best vintage I think they've had in the last 20 years.
Wow.
This particular
big
bottle of
call.
wine, it's a big call. This particular wine, $45 to $50 at your local Dan Murphy's, right? Brilliant. I think it's the top 10 wines I've tasted in the last 10 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Hold it up so we can see
So
the
that's a
logo.
big
And
call
I'll,
for
I'll,
you.
I'll
Yeah.
make sure it's on our little
So
social.
Bannockburn 2013 Shiraz. And I've even got, this came in the box. So I love things that come in the box. So there we go.
A box, so you bought multiple of them. How
We
many did
bought 24
Yeah.
bottles.
Of course you did. I buy one or two.
No.
Renee buys a whole case.
We're excessive.
Yeah.
But fantastic. Like worth every penny. So please go and try that, everybody. And now that I've put it on the podcast, it's going to sell out because we've got so many followers. Now
Renee's going to buy another case.
And when Alex and me visit you, we'll be
Yeah.
going shopping down in the cellar.
Yeah, can we try it? We'll have to
you
have
go
a sip.
downstairs, but yeah.
She's probably got cameras there now, so we can't
I don't.
take anything.
That's not me. It's my
Wait
husband.
for the
who has
husband
it.
to leave.
My husband has the list, not
Oh,
me.
the spreadsheet.
Yeah, the spreadsheet.
A spreadsheet.
He does have a
Make sure
spreadsheet.
that you don't just sneak out a bottle when
No,
you're not supposed
I'm not
to.
joking. And he'll tick it off when we've had dinners.
He'll
It's like,
tick-
we'll get this out, and then he gets the spreadsheet and crosses it off. And I'm like, that was the first time. And I was
Yes.
like, what are you doing? We've got to cross-check the spreadsheet.
Inventory.
Yeah.
It tells you how much wine you've got.
It's not me. I'm telling you, it's not
No,
me.
but I just love
Okay,
it. I
all
love
right.
it. My dream.
And so finally, shall we talk about our watch, sip, repeat? This
Yep.
particular.
We can speed through it because I was enthralled
All right, it's a
by
very
it.
long show, but totally worth it. 9 episodes on Netflix called Department Q. Very dark. Give me
It
another
is.
satire. You got to watch it, and you can watch every detail. I felt like I had to watch the whole episode, or if I miss something, I won't get the end. That's how I felt with it. And the gentleman who's the main
Matthew
protagonist,
Good.
Matthew
He's
Good.
hot, okay.
Yes.
He's my favourite. He's my.
He did.
I'd
That was
shag
the
him all
first time I've kind of seen him in this role. They normally have the same other British actor that does all these style shows.
Who's the other British actor that's like him?
Or maybe he's Scottish. He's in all the British crime shows. He's in anyway, I'll talk about it in a second. You
Anyway,
continue.
he is amazing.
But
But it was intense at the end.
I think, but the.
I did go, when are we getting to the end? Like for a bit. You know me.
I think about episode 7 or episode 8. It was dragging a bit. Could have been 7.
It was a different role for him because I love him. He's usually like the hot guy that gets
Yeah.
But yeah, and I was just thinking, oh, just find him already or just kill her.
He's got beautiful blue eyes. That actor, oh, it's just lovely. But I went and had a look at. I researched. So it's about somebody. Okay, we'll give you the story. It's about a lawyer who is quite high up in. Is it in Scotland?
Yep.
It's in Scotland, and she has, I believe, a mentally disabled brother.
Yep.
And she disappears basically, and she ends up in a what she end up
Hyperbaric chamber.
right, and we don't want to ruin it for you, but the idea is to find her, and the person that's looking for her is a detective
Called Carl.
called Carl, who's a bit twisted and
Well, he's had his own like.
well, he's got a few issues,
Yeah.
just a few, unhinged.
Well, he's
somebody
gone
said
through
to
a
me.
massive moment. He was
Yeah.
out of it, and then's come back in as a detective for a certain department.
and he has
Department Q.
Department
Q, so he-
unsolved mysteries.
Hence the name.
Yes.
and he's probably the most tactless person you'll ever see on TV.
That's why you
I
love
think.
him.
I loved him. I thought he played the role fantastically.
Unshaven, hair everywhere.
And what
He looked like he had a hard night and a few wines
yeah.
for a couple of days.
But I have to mention, so that's the story. But the psychiatrist who plays his psychiatrist is a girl that I told Lucy a couple of days ago. So if you go back to the movie Trainspotting, Trainspotting VHS. Remember what they
Yes.
did with VHS when that couple
Love
and a
that
cat.
movie.
So
Transpotting best.
so the the guy in Trainspotting, who's the main actor, hadn't had sex in a long time. He goes out, ends up finding a girl in a nightclub, goes home, shags her. Best sugar tits on TV, I reckon. Ski jumps. Honestly.
We're on a roll today. I love it.
But
It was the
I
swing
remember
of it.
watching it go, gosh, she's got great tits. And then the next day he wakes up and she's a schoolgirl. So that schoolgirl plays a psychiatrist.
I was going, where are we going with this?
So that
Get to the
schoolgirl
short story.
plays psychiatrist in Department
thought she
Q.
was-
And you see they handpick some really good actors in there that you could see from other shows, so to
I
speak.
love the Syrian
Yes.
detective
Oh,
that
he's
helps him
lovely.
out. I love any of those characters that you know that people are not treating very well, but you know they're going to be like kapowie or have like secret powers or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And you're
I
like,
think there'll be a
love 'em.
season 2 for sure.
Yeah. Oh, they left
Can I
it
just tell
open.
another story about sugar tits? So I had a good
Yeah, go.
friend of mine. Let me go. I've got time.
You got a couple of
I've got
minutes.
time. So he used to call his. So they're married now with 3 boys, and shout out because he'll know the story if he's listening. And if you make me famous, because you are pretty famous yourself in the hospitality scene in Perth, his girlfriend at the time, he called his girlfriend sugar tits. So one night they came home and they were getting it on in the kitchen, and she was so sick of him calling her sugar tits that she got a bag of sugar and went all over her boobs. And he goes, "If you want sugar tits, there your sugar tits there." I'll never forget that story. It was hilarious. So that's a true story.
Did he just, like,
follow us
get on?
because you know who I'm talking about. So we do.
Oh my God, that's the best story ever.
Oh, it's
to
such a
end.
good story. So yes, anything else we want to talk about?
Just can I just tell you this?
Department
If you do like him, look, he did the wine show.
Oh.
They've travelled all over Europe,
Oh, yeah?
testing different wines, doing making wines. But the bloopers are hilarious for the
Yep.
show. But it's called the wine show that he's on.
Cool.
I think it's with Matthew Rhys. He's like a Welsh actor.
Oh, there
but
you go.
they're just buffoons. They have no idea about wine. They've got a sommelier that's, knows his shit, and he always gets pissed off with them because
Sounds
they're
like
not
us.
all there. I think the more they do it, the drunker they become through this series. Like, it's amazing. Just watch it.
Okay, the wine show.
The wine show.
There
It's
we
really
go.
good.
That's for listeners as well. The wine show.
Sounds
European
good.
version.
All right. So I think we're calling that a wrap for today. I hope you enjoyed.
Now I've got sugar tits. I might just do that when I get home. On the
I
brain.
hope you enjoyed our transport back into time and, with TV shows and fashion. For us, it's been a lot of fun. And we'll see you next podcast. See you later.
See ya.